Top 13 animals that were more dangerous than dinosaurs. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered that there were more dangerous animals that lived before the dinosaurs? We often think of dinosaurs as the biggest, oldest creatures the Earth has ever seen. However, there are plenty of animals that predate the dinosaurs, and they're majestic in their own right. In today's video, we're going to show you the top 13 animals that were more dangerous than dinosaurs, but are unfortunately extinct, just like the dinosaurs. Extinction is a very serious issue facing our world. We get that. But when it comes to these extinct animals, we have to admit we're kind of glad we don't have to face off against them. Sit back, grab a brew, and stay with us till the end. Number 13. Dino Shark with a snout of doom. Adestus is an extinct animal whose exact form is still a matter of debate. Adestus didn't shed teeth. Instead, it just grew new teeth and gums near the back of its mouth, pushing the older teeth and gums forward and creating some manner of tooth-tastic oral display. A scientific journal from around 1900 speculated that Adestus looked like this. Others have wondered whether the mouth looked like a monstrous pair of pinking shears. Number 12. Titanoboa. Simply put, Titanoboa was the largest snake that ever existed. It grew to more than 40 feet long and could weigh up to 2,500 pounds. To put things in perspective, that's almost as much as a grown giraffe weighs. Titanoboa appeared not long after the dinosaurs went extinct, perhaps filling a niche left open by the disappearance of the world's former top predators. But had Titanoboa and the dinosaurs coexisted, the battle between the massive snake and a T-Rex might have gone wild. Number 11. Helicoprion. The mystery of this bizarre fish starts out with a weird fossil and numerous attempts to figure out what it was and how to classify it. Helicoprion puzzled paleontologists and ichthyologists for over a century. The only remains of this creature up until 2013 were from a fossilized whorl of teeth. While most scientists agreed that the teeth belonged to the lower jaw, that didn't prevent the presumed location of the teeth from migrating around the body, in sometimes fanciful arrangements that can be seen in numerous illustrations and reconstructions. With the later discovery of some portions of a jaw, the location of its buzzsaw-like teeth was finally determined to fill the lower jaw. Strangely, there were no upper teeth, so this creature could disgustingly gum and bite you at the same time. The jaw would close, rotating the teeth backward much like a circular saw blade. It probably fed on the soft bodies of squids and other cephalopods. The whorl of teeth was formed as they continuously grew outwards, creating a spiral as it aged. The teeth, at the beginning of the whorl, being small and gradually increasing in size towards the end. Another fish with an equally odd and terrifying face, Adestus, had offset scissor-like jaws that protruded out of its face. Number 10. Smilodon. The famous saber-toothed cat lived in North and South America during the Pleistocene epoch. It was around the size of modern lions and tigers, but with a massive upper body strength that it used to wrestle its prey to the ground. It would then use its serrated, 11-inch long fangs to give a killing bite to the throat or a stabbing wound to the lungs of its victim. Either way, if it ran you down, those long teeth would puncture your skin and sink down into your flesh. While its bite may have been weaker than that of modern big cats, it still makes for a terrifying creature. Number 9. Leopleurodon. Plesiosaurs were a group of marine reptiles that appeared and disappeared almost at the same time as dinosaurs, so the popular confusion of the two groups is understandable. And if there was one plesiosaur you needed to watch out for, it was Leopleurodon. This carnivorous beast could weigh more than 3,500 pounds and reach lengths greater than 30 feet, with nearly a quarter of that being its massive skull, complete, of course, with enormous jaws and several rows of razor-sharp teeth. Number 8. Arthropleura. This is not something you want to see crawling around in the woods if you're out for a hike. Arthropleura was an 8.5-foot long millipede from the Carboniferous era, and though it was herbivorous, likely feeding on dead plant matter like modern millipedes, it still has a scare factor. Just because it won't try to eat you doesn't prevent it from being creepy while it scuttles about. Fossil trackways have been discovered showing that Arthropleura could move and maneuver quickly, undulating hundreds of legs in rhythm to nauseate and disturb anyone watching. These are the largest known land invertebrates of all time, and it's unlikely they had any predators. But it could probably rear up into a defensive posture and look you straight in the eyes. Number 7. Mosasaurus. Like plesiosaurs, Mosasaurus were marine reptiles, and not technically dinosaurs. At almost 60 feet in length, Mosasaurus was the biggest of the bunch. In fact, it was one of the most dangerous creatures prowling the waters throughout the entire Cretaceous period. It looked like a massive crocodile, particularly in the head, only equipped with fins, which terrifyingly allowed it better mobility in the water. Number 6. Gigantic aquatic scorpion. Imagine a scorpion with a paddle-shaped body meant for swimming. Now, imagine it's 5 feet long. The Pentacopterus decorahensis, just discovered in 2015, swam around what is now Iowa, roughly 460 million years ago. Echoes of the ancient critter live on in today's ticks, spiders, and lobsters. Number 5. Euclopterus. 3 words. Giant sea scorpion. That's right, this 8-foot-long arthropod lived in the water and had pincher claws. Frankly, all of the Eurypterids are scary as hell, and this entire post could be exclusively about how terrifying these things look. Many of them look eerily similar to the facehuggers from the Alien movie franchise. They are nightmare fuel. Euclopterus had segmented bodies with multiple specialized limbs, some with spikes. They had spring-loaded claws to snatch up fish as they passed by, with the largest having an 18-inch spiked claw. Smaller sea scorpions are known to have crawled ashore to mate and even shed their outer skin. Imagine finding the molt of one of these monsters on the shore just before going swimming. Already, with a sense of dread and paranoia, you distance yourself from the shore, and then you see a shadow in the murky waters. Number 4. Quetzalcoatlus. Let's quickly dispel a myth. Despite being featured in every dinosaur movie and TV show ever, the pterodactyl was not a dinosaur. It was a parasaur, a completely different order from dinosaurs. But even the pterodactyl wasn't the most dangerous thing in the sky. That honor goes to Quetzalcoatlus, the largest creature ever to fly. The problem is that due to poor fossil records, we don't know exactly how big it was. Modern estimates place its wingspan at around 35 feet, while earlier estimates were much more generous, at more than 60 feet. Weight is even more difficult to measure, but scientists think it weighed between 450 and 550 pounds. Number 3. Gorgonops. Clearly, our planet was full of fearsome prehistoric creatures before the dinosaur ever came along. Another prime example is Gorgonops, an animal that lived 260 million years ago, way before the dinosaurs became the dominant predators. At around 6 to 10 feet in length, Gorgonops was as fast as a vicious predator, allowing it to rise to the top of the food chain. Of course, it also helped that Gorgonops had massive canines, so large that they nearly protruded beyond its lower jaw. Number 2. Phorusrhacidae. Their scientific name is neither particularly intimidating nor easy to remember, so let's just refer to these large, flightless, carnivorous birds by their colloquial name, terror birds. They grew to between 3 and 10 feet long, stood up to 10 feet tall, could run at speeds of 30 miles per hour, and have a giant curved beak like an eagle. The only living relative of the terror bird is the Seriama, a 35-inch tall bird that's about as threatening as a butterfly. Nevertheless, Don't underestimate the terror bird, a top predator for almost 60 million years. And here we are, number 1, Megalodon. This 59-foot-long shark lived and hunted in the same waters as Leviathan melvillei. It had massive 7-foot-wide jaws containing 5 rows of around 276 compressed blade-like teeth that were made for cutting and grasping powerful prey. Sharks have skeletons made of cartilage that are not typically preserved in the fossil record, and so the jaws of Megalodon and a few trace fossils are all paleontologists have to build their hypotheses. The body shape of a Megalodon is likely similar to a larger and more robust great white shark. If Megalodon exhibited ambush hunting behavior like great white sharks, it would have taken its prey by surprise from below and made precision strikes to immobilize its prey with an amazingly strong bite. Sharks are also known for shaking their prey from side to side to increase bite forces. Fossil evidence of teeth marks found on whale vertebrae suggests that Megalodon was an active predator of large whales. Their teeth were built with a structure that would rarely crack, even if they hit bone. So, after watching our list, to think that dinosaurs are the only scary inhabitants of our prehistoric past would be a big, big mistake. Which of these is your favorite? Sorry, wrong question. Which one did you find the most dangerous? Let us know in the comment section, and also tell us about what breed you think has the most unfair reputation. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit the bell icon button so that you'll get a notification whenever we post a new video.